It's toss time here on the sidelines for the Oman Cricket D10 powered by Dafa News. We are in the last game of the league stages, match number 30 on the way, and we still need those qualifiers for the next round. In the hunt of qualifying is going to be Bravehearts 11, the home team, Haja Mohammed representing the men in yellow, and Sai Shiv will probably represent Yalla Shabab Giants, who are also looking to make a mark in that qualifying. Under the watchful eye of our match official Meera, and she will ensure everything is going to turn out right at the toss at least, and the home team will spin the coin. Number was the call, and number it is. Sai Shiv, crunch time, and everything has to work out right. What are you going to do first up?
So we're going to bowl first, sir.
Okay, you know the math, you know what you got to do, and most certainly, who are your players in this game?
Watch out for Zohaib Amanat. He blasted a very good knock last game, and Asnenul Wahab and follows.
Okay, you're playing with the same side?
No. We have one change. In place of Jaybai, Azmat Khan is playing.
Okay. Any sort of strategies that has to come, because this is crunch time right now and nothing can go wrong. Already a giant killer, Bravehearts 11, and you would want things not to turn in the right way for them.
Nothing much. We are keeping it as simple as basic as simple. We'll go ball by ball, over by over, and we'll give our best.
All right, do well.
Thank you.
Good evening,
Haja. Pumped up? It's crunch time for your team.
Yes, exactly, and we are happy to bat first also. It's a it's a qualifying game for us, so we have to give 100%. Whatever result comes, we don't mind. So we have to give a good cricket 100% process. So whatever result comes, we will be happy.
Okay, tell me something about your side at the moment. How are they feeling? Because you've already finished one high-tempo game against the Renaissance challengers, and you've got on the winning side. What is it going to take for you to get on the winning side in this particular game?
Yes, that's a positive thing for us. So it gives a most pump up and the boost for our players. So I think our players came in the right combination, the right time. Hope it will be click on the same for this match also. So that's it. So we will give to this. God, whatever this comes, we'll give 100%. Whatever result comes, we'll be happy. Hope we are giving good cricket. That's it.
All right, Haja, have a cracker of a game.
Thank you.
That's it. We have from the sidelines, and the news from the toss centre is that Yalla Shabab Giants have won the toss and have elected to have a bowl first.
Immediately action on off for the very second delivery. They're celebrating Yalla Shabab Giants. And I believe it is the big wicket of the big man, Ashfaq Ahmed, who was the main performer in the previous game, and he's going to be walking back to the dugout.
What a start, dramatic start of this match between Braveheart 11 and Yalla Shabab. The very, very second delivery, the man who brought victory for Braveheart 11 back to the dugout, Ashfaq, sadly run out. I mean, this is worse for a batter to get run out.
Very unfortunate. Never a run there, and they were trying to run for it. So 0 for 1, Braveheart 11. Most importantly, Arvind Romesh is still in the middle. He's one of those prolific strikers of the cricket ball. And in walks Khan. Little bit of an inside edge, and a diving wicketkeeper allows them to scamper for a single.
how a batter feels when he got run out, and that is totally unnecessary, needless run out. They have created history in D10 today by beating Renaissance challengers. And immediately after that, it is Ideal International who defeated D20 champions Pudgy's Titans. What a game today.
What an incredible strike straight over the bowler's head. Not from the meat of the bat, and that's where Sai Shiv was able to restrict it and keep it down to only a single, but very impressive, Arvind Romesh. Khan has to be looking for a boundary here. Guided to backward point, and it's only going to be a dot ball.
Super Sanju is there. Never allowed the ball to go through him.
He's been one of those impressive fielders at backward points, and not just at backward point, everywhere he is, there is a lot of attention to offer. Need a wicket here. Somehow they need a wicket. Because Bravehearts 11 are looking to make an impact. Back of length and brilliant delivery to finish that over. Just 2 runs from it and a wicket. Arvind Romesh. Inside out, over top. This ball is quickly travelling towards the boundary. Might not have the sufficient amount of legs that is required. Hasnain ul Wahab will assist in keeping it down to a couple only.
Confident looking shot over the head of the extra cover.
Certainly need to find a way to cut loose here, because you want to post a handsome total against the Yalla Shabab Giants. Oh, this has gone straight up in the air. Sammy is a decent wicket keeper and he'll spill it. Never in control. Cannot believe that Sammy has made a mess out of it. He's disappointed. He's upset with himself. He's still not up on his feet. But that's the kind of game this is. It's a game of cricket.
He could have taken the last moment. I think he take off the eyes from the ball and it popped out of his hand. Important wicket it was.
Shot on the pads. Only had to help it away to the boundary. Hamza is not being impressive at the moment.
Well, Caribbean style boundary towards the fine leg.
Call it Indian. It was the Nataraja shot. Came from the bat of Kapil Dev.
Okay, thank you for correction.
Not correcting, just adding flavor to you, Jameel bhai. Cannot be correcting you at any point of time. You're a senior.
No. I don't.
Hamza, 7 runs of the first 3 deliveries. Shot and pulled straight past the bowler. This was very arrogant. No respect whatsoever for Hamza. Khan is looking impressive here. What a tonk that was downtown.
That sort of innings they have played against Renaissance challengers. And this time Khan is doing exactly what he did in the earlier match.
Make sure that you realize that this is a game against a premier side and Bravehearts 11 are making a match out of it. Shot pulled. This is going to be sailing way into the Oman Cricket Academy. What a massive strike from the bat of Khan. Incredible striking. Mira will suggest that it's Bhangra time because Braveheart 11s are cruising against Yalla Shabab Giants.
Once again, absolutely smashed it over to the Oman Cricket Academy building by Khan.
17 runs of this over. Hamza has been expensive. Still a ball to go. And what a strike. Arrogance written all over it. No respect whatsoever for the premier side. No respect for Amir Hamza here. What does he have to offer more? He's making them look very ordinary at the moment. He will finish with a dot ball. So some remorse for Hamza here. But 19 with losing just one wicket at the end of the power play. Guided to covers for a single. I think it is Umar Khalik. Khalik is going to be coming into the attack from the Oman tail end. And all of a sudden fielders are scampering around to the right positions. Hasnain Al-Wahab is going to be catering that long gone area. Big heave and a miss.
Right approach, right approach. I really like that. They know that as much run as they can put on the board, it will be pressure on Yalla Shabab.
Projected score right now shows 81 on the Oman Cricket app. If they can get to 81, it will be game, set, match. Pouring in line, Khalik. You will have to reload it because umpire Hari is always spot on.
One of the best umpires in Oman cricket.
What an incredible delivery from Khalik. Getting the outside edge of Arvind Romesh, or is it Jabir's bat? And not making any kind of mistake is the wicketkeeper behind the stumps, holding on to that delivery. And all of a sudden, Jabir Khan back to the dugout. And 2 wickets down is Braveheart 11. Climbing on to the batter. It was an express delivery from the arm of Khalik. He's a tall, lanky bowler. And what an incredible ball. So Braveheart 11 are 2 wickets down. immediately creating an impact onto the game. 21 for the loss of 2. Back of length, and Khalik is absolutely spot on at the moment. Sohail Ahmed is the new batter. Need a wicket here. Driven down the ground, and it's going to be a single. Lot of noise in the center from the Yalla Shabab Giants. They're a noisy side. They want to get in the ears of the batter. Want to keep.
It's nowadays cricket's most important thing to keep up all the players applauding each other, to keep the momentum on, to keep the energy on.
The only way you can dominate this format is by picking up wickets consistently, because the batter is always looking to go after you. Full toss, flicked on the leg side for a single. It's been an effective over from Khalik. 5 runs from it and a wicket to add on to it. 24 for the loss of 2 at the end of 3 overs. Sai Shiv comes into the attack. They're taking a little bit of a time. Braveheart 11 need to regroup. Going at 8 runs per over. They need to get somewhere around 80 to 90 runs if they want to make a match out of this.
Minimum, of course, around 80 runs will be at least a total, which, if they bowl well and fielded well, because their spirits are very high for now for that match. So then it could be another thriller we're going to see.
Short, probably sliding down the leg. Umpire Meera suggesting that this is something that we don't need to be excited about. Immediately shutting down Sai Shiv. She's been a very good controlling factor in the middle.
Well, the umpires do have that control, especially ladies. Meera, she is an experienced umpire of the Oman cricket.
Indicating it's a dead ball. And this is a very, very good idea to give Meera the opportunity alongside Umpire Hari. Driven straight to the bowler, because then that is when Umpire Hari will be able to transfer his kind of knowledge and match control to Meera, and also give her the on-field lessons. Big shot. It is a monstrous maximum from the bat of Arvind Romesh. We do know he can strike a big ball, but this is going to be probably the biggest 6 of this tournament. We have seen a 6 from the bat of Abada. We have seen the bat maximum from the bat of Zoeb Amanat. But Arvind Romesh, you are something special.
Unbelievable, unbelievable stuff. It's with full blade of the bat, full power behind it, going into the sky. What a hit.
We're playing on the last wicket, the rightmost wicket of the Oman Cricket Academy. And that six crossed the Oman Cricket Academy and went past it. One more. This is a flat maximum. Might not have gone 10 feet high, and still it's a maximum. That is the kind of a player Arvind Romesh is.
That's something coming totally, absolutely brilliant from Ramesh. He came out from nowhere and started hitting that mighty six, the other one which he hit towards the Oman Academy building. Absolutely monstrous.
Another heave and no chance whatsoever for long on fielder. He's a very impressive player, Arvind Romesh. I did suggest that the next year one of these premier sides are going to be picking up on Arvind Romesh. The players of Yalla Shabab are just smiling because there is nothing much more they can do to it.
All three clean hit, all three. This is one of the most powerful one which brought this boundary. And Sashev, such an experienced bowler.
Look at the control of Arvind Romesh. The last delivery goes for a single to long off. He'll hold on to the strike. 17 runs from that over of Sashev. 41 for the loss of 2 at the end of the 4th over. They forced Amir Hamza back into the attack. 17 runs of his previous over. And he's going to be concluding here. The most important question is, how is Arvind Romesh going to be dealing and treating Hamza here?
Sashev also given up 16 runs in that over.
Inside part of the bat, and it's only going to be a single to deep mid wicket. Every run is being applauded, every run is being cherished, because they know that this innings of Arvind Romesh is a special one. I assure you, Jameel Bhai, that we are sitting in September next year, somewhere around the same time. If Arvind Romesh is able to spend 20 days a month in the gym, he's going to be having a premier contract. Arvind Romesh. They're going to go for a quick single. They need that direct hit to get the back of Arvind Romesh, but it is good running between the wickets, taking the risk, taking the arm of Super Sanju.
I'm just wondering now that how quickly those teams learn in this tournament. Maybe this is the third or fourth match. They won that match against Renaissance. And nicely running between the wickets, hitting powerful maximums, and absolutely no hurry, no tension. Batters are playing freely.
That is the difference between professional intermediate sides. Big shot, it's gone high up in the air. Sweeper cover is coming underneath it, and he's going to be holding on to it. It's a big wicket of Arvind Romesh. They needed this wicket. Zoeb Amanat holds on to this one, and Super Sanju wants to have a word in his ear.
Destructive batting from Ramesh finally came to an end. What a spectacular knock he has played. Just 24 of 14 deliveries. So wicket number 3 back to the count of Braveheart 11. 43 for 3.
Mahmood comes in for Braveheart 11 on the legs, and they're going to be nudging around for a single. It's been a decent over from Amir Hamza. He's just conceded singles and that wicket as well. They need one of these batters to cut loose. Who is that going to be? Sohail Ahmed can strike a lusty blow. So can Amir Mahmood. But one of them needs to take the attack onto the opponent. Driven through the covers. It'll only be a single. How can they make a match out of this, Jamil Bhai?
Of course, to get maximum runs and then
How can they get the maximum runs is question number 2.
because the way Romesh has batted, somebody should come and play the similar sort of innings, and then of course they will be in a good position.
Pull straight to long on, and it's only going to be a single. So miser over from Hamza comes to an end. Just 5 runs from it. 46 for the loss of 3 at the end of 5. Saishif, 17 runs of his previous over. And now he's looking to stay out of the arc of the right-hander. Joining me in the com box, Mudassar Ali Qureshi. Mudipa, how impressed have you been with the performance of Bravehearts 11?
If you have given them 9 out of 10, I'm just behind you. 8.5, because I cannot match you. That is the reason I'm giving 8.5. But yes, they played brilliantly. Fearless cricket.
Big shot. High up in the air. There is a lot of legs onto it. Is it sufficient? Yes, it is sufficient. What a timely maximum. coming from the bat of Amir Mahmood. They needed a maximum. They've got a maximum.
The message is clear. We have nothing to lose. Yes, if we can post good total, we can defend and we can qualify for the second round. If not, then also it's not a problem. Back-to-back maximums. Yet again, targeting the same area. The result remains the same. And Mira signals a maximum.
If you go down swinging. That is the message. And that's what is being done to Yalla Shabab Giants, the champions of, rather the runners-up. And Yalla Shabab Giants are being treated with severity here at the Oman Cricket Academy.
Well, you worked really hard, 58 for 3. Next 26 balls, at least get 40 runs, 98, 100. Instead of going for each and every ball, you're taking a lot of risk.
But if you can strike in this fashion, why not? They're going to be pushing for the second. This could be very, very dangerous. Some fashion, they've been able to make that run. So 2 runs of that final delivery of Saishev, who is certainly not impressed. 14 runs of that over of Saishev. 60 for the loss of 3 at the end of the 6-over mark. Super Sanju coming in from the Oman tail end. He's one of those live wires. He's electrified, and that's how he performs in the middle. Fires the first one in. It's a flat batted shot and a diving effort goes in wide. He's going to be staying on the ground for a moment because it was a brilliant effort. Yet a boundary for Sohail Ahmed here.
They're getting those runs, managing those maximums, clearing those boundaries with ease. 1 bounce, 4 runs. What an effort from Abdul Khalik. A full length dive. Almost took that blinder. What a shot on the back foot. Force generated by Sohail Ahmed. A 64 for the loss of 3. Mantra is simple for them. Keep on attacking. Aggressive batting. It is the reason Braveheart are in a much strong position. I mean 64 for the loss of 3. Going at a run rate of 10.38.
Oh yes, and they are certainly looking to strike big. Just like that. Catch it is the call, but the fielder is only going to be doing some damage control. Hasnain ul Wahab gets a little bit of hand onto it and cannot prevent just a couple of runs.
Back-to-back matches for them. In fact, there was a break for almost 90 minutes or 120 minutes for men in yellow. That energy level is still high for them.
Big shot, and it remains hit. Sohail Ahmed has certainly just come out from the nets because that time in between they were certainly been at the nets. And look at all those people in yellow jerseys. They're just sitting out there and enjoying the Sohail Ahmed show at the moment.
More than enjoying, they are tensed. I mean, because every run matters. They don't know what's going to happen on the very next delivery, but they have that belief. They are out here to do something special. 72. The previous over they got 14, now 12. 26 in the last 9 deliveries they faced. And thanks to Mahmood and Ahmed. What a partnership.
Everything going their way at the moment, and they would want to keep it this way. As far as the bowlers are concerned, Sanju Sajeev is a very difficult bowler to get away with, and especially for tonking him for a 6 is one of the hardest things to do. This one's in the air, a fielder looking interested, Abdul Khalik, and he's going to just spill it because it was a very, very difficult chance against the lights at the Oman Cricket Academy. That white ball swinging and swerving in the air and not managing to latch on to it.
Just not sure he was fielding it long on, a full length dive, what an effort, but all of a sudden he was asked to come inside the 30-yard circle. Slight wind blowing and not easy under the lights. Another quicker delivery, loud appeal and the finger goes up. The wicket keeper is convinced, so is Sanju, so is Empire. Taking his own time, Mahmood, he needs to walk back.
Oh, we've seen everything in this over, I guess. Everything that you would want, as both the teams have seen success and both the teams have seen a setback. Boundaries, sixes, and now a wicket. The faintest of edges into the hands of the wicket keeper. Sanju Sajeev strikes in his first over. Sanju Sajeev has struck, and he'll end the over with a dot ball. If that was the only thing missing in this over, he'll get it for himself. Cyril Sebastian, the hero of the previous game, in now for the Bravehearts 11. 73 for 4 after 7.
Umair Shakil getting ready to bowl 8th over, in fact, going for just a couple of runs. Pick off the bowlers. Coming into Sohail Ahmed. How many more they can add and how many these two pairs can get for Bravehearts?
Well, at the moment, the pace at which they're going is nothing short of exemplary, and they would want to keep going at the similar rate. At the end of 10 overs, if they can be around that 102, 104 run mark, they can certainly look for their bowlers to, just positively defend a total of that stature. Oh, this one's hit him flush on the elbow or on his arms, immediately asking him if he was fine. But then Sohail Ahmed, in a typical batter's way, said this was off the bat.
The strong lad. Just don't want to miss an opportunity to get a run, and a run has been added to the total as well as the account of Sohail Ahmed. Sebastian, the hero from the previous encounter for men in yellow against Renaissance Challengers. Can he find few maximums against Umair Shakil is a big question here.
Oh, this one's well directed. Just stayed a little bit low, and Cyril Sebastian did well to negotiate that. 5 ball 19, and how often do you see innings like that certainly change the momentum of the game and probably change the fate of a team at the crucial juncture. It's something really, really amazing.
It was a clean hitting, and what a nice gesture shown by Ashfaq Ahmed, giving his player of the match to Sebastian. The way he got those runs, crucial runs at the end.
Oh, leading edge. And this time around, a safe pair of hands underneath it. It's got to be Mufaddal Panyariwala. And another wicket falls. It's of Sohail Ahmed, who was looking so very good all this while. 10 balls, 17, but I think he's done his job. Now it's up to the rest of the team to, step up to the plate and score a few quick runs. Fifth wicket falls, 75 for 5, Bravehearts.
Half of the side back at the hut, 75 on board. What an over so far. Couple of runs in 4 deliveries. They need to be smart here. Just play these 2 dot deliveries. Champion bowler Shakil Umair runs in.
Works away towards the onside. Looking for that second and will not get it. Don't want to be testing Zoeb Amanat's arm. Not saying this is done and dusted yet at the moment, but if Bravehearts 11 manage to win this game, they end up topping the group. And what a surprising turn of events. They've had that one loss for themselves. And a win of a year for Bravehearts would be at the expense of Renaissance challengers. Oh, this is edged. And this is going to be taken. No, this is not. And end of the over. 8 overs done. 76 for 5. Abdul Khalik has picked up a wicket for himself and he's come back for his second over in the floating power play opted by the batters. Looking to nail that wide Yorker sort of a delivery, and he's managed to concede just one. Now, all of a sudden, the going is getting a little tough for Bravehearts. 77 for 5. Somewhere down the line, they would want a couple of big hits in this over so that they can reach that 90-run mark at the end of this over, and they would feel that they have gotten a good score. Edged, and this is way above the keeper, and it's going to be some lucky runs here off the bat of Cyril Sebastian, but it doesn't matter at the moment because they will take it in any form and in any part of the ground. 81 the score reaches for the Bravehearts. Fahim, also a good striker of the ball, and in that previous game against the Renaissance challenger certainly looked to stay in there till very late. Takes a wild swing at the moment. Cyril Sebastian just losing his shape, clearing that front foot. way outside the leg stump and looking to get under the ball. It's always going to be a tough task because Abdul Khalik is a smart operator. He'll know that only too well that the batter is looking to tonk him for a big maximum. Can he continue this effort for the Yalla Shabab Giants? Oh, this is big, but I think he skied it. A fielder looking to get underneath it and he'll manage to latch onto it. It's wicket number 2 for Abdul Khalik, and it's due to a fantastic effort for the fielder who's come in running a long way from long gone. 6th wicket will be Cyril Sebastian, the danger man from the previous game, has to walk back into the dugout looking to accelerate and get a few extra runs for his team. 81 for 6. Abdul Khalik has picked up his 2nd wicket of the night. This one is pitched in way too short. Immediately eyes towards the leg umpire, Madam Mira, and of course she's going to be signalling wide, and the right call. Not a great option at the moment, trying to dig it in short. You will always want to go for that foolish sort of a delivery, looking to target the stumps, asking the batter to play the shot, and in the process he's got a packed out offside field. Oh, this is absolutely brilliant. Following the batter who was looking to sway far away from the leg stump, looking to make room for himself and managing to get only a single in return. So a handful over from Khalik at the moment. He's gone for a boundary which was off an outside edge. Apart from that, he's given nothing away and also picked up a wicket for himself. 11 for 2 is what his figures read at the moment. Will he end this over well? Few changes in the field now. Right-hander on strike, and the leg side is populated inside the circle. And he manages to do it. Abdul Khalik, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And this young lad has certainly held on for his team. Bravehearts are 83 for 6 after 9. Super Sanju with the duties in the last over, and rightly so, because he's got that rapid arm motion and looks to fire the ball in very quick, even though with that short run up does not give too much time for the batter to get underneath him, and with the keeper standing up to the stumps, it's always a bad idea to be charging. Just when you are looking to have a finishing touch to the innings, Super Sanju is probably the bowler you don't want to be seeing in that last over. Managing to give a couple of runs straight away. Gaurav Pokra, left-hander, man of the match in the previous game, but not for his batting efforts, for his bowling effort, as a matter of fact. Oh, big shot. This one's going. Looking for the second run, and they're going to get it as well. Diving effort from Gaurav Pokra. This is good running between the wickets, so certainly full-time commitment from the batters out there in the middle. How can they finish with a flourish? That's the question at the moment. 3 deliveries remaining. Can they manage to get a couple of maximum somewhere? It's going to be a big task, especially against Super Sanju. Got fielders at long on. He's got a fielder at deep mid wicket. And none of them will be put to use because he decides to fire one in straight into the hands of the waiting keeper, hitting the ball hard on the gloves. Super Sanju is a trickster.
Last 16 balls, they were able to get just 12 runs. The going has been tough. What a comeback by the bowling unit of Yalla Shabab Giants. The way Umar Shakil bowled that over, getting better off Sohail Ahmed, and after that putting breaks.
Oh yes, second last delivery, looking for the second run. Bit of a juggle for the fielders. And are they going to go for the next? Will decide against it. So it's up to Gaurav Pokra now to get that last or late flourish, the finishing touch, as they would like to say, on the last ball of the innings. Oh yes, he's managed to get some bat onto it. They're going to run for their lives away, getting the second run on board, but Sami is too quick and too safe at the moment for a keeper, and they're going to end up run out. 7th wicket falls.
So 90, they were able to manage. Last 2 balls, getting 3 runs, 87 plus 3, 90. A respectable total, a total to defend. The way they bowled against Renaissance Challengers, if they can stick to their basics, if they can field well, you never know, they can make it to the second round, but it won't be easy. And now looking at the batting card, they started off really well thanks to Arvind Romesh, 24, Ashfaq Ahmed, who was run out without facing a delivery. Then Jabir Khan, Sohail Ahmed, Amir Mahmood, everyone chipped in, got those lusty blows. But Cyril Sebastian just not able to repeat the heroics what he did against Renaissance Challengers, and nothing much for Nizamuddin and Pokra. 5 extras given away by the bowling unit. So it's 90 for the loss of 7 they managed in their allotted 10 overs.
Yeah, as far as the bowling is concerned, a couple of wickets for Abdul Khan Khalik, and he was absolutely key because of his economy rate, 5.50. 2 for 11 is what the figures read like. 1 wicket also for Umair Shakil. In his 2 overs, he gave away just 5, and these 2 spells are what probably helped Yalla Shabab Giants just restrict Bravehearts to a paltry total. Now, it's not a paltry total, just above par, but certainly gettable. 90 for 7 is what they ended up with, and with the help of 5 extras only, it's going to be quite a run chase. And in order to get to the run chase, we would have to go on a break, but on the other side of the break, it's going to be live cricketing action. Stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is.
Welcome back. The action continues in Oman D10, powered by Dafa News. And Bravehearts 11 versus Yalla Shabab Giants is what we are watching at the moment. The second innings in progress. Arvind Romesh got off to a flyer of a start, 24 of 15. And then after that, Jabir Khan, Sohail Ahmed, Amir Mahmood all contributed in those mid-20s sort of an innings. The bowlers, a couple of wickets for Abdul Khan Khalik, who managed to keep the batter quiet and also got some success for himself in terms of wickets. And then, of course, Umair Shakil, 1 for 5, is what stands out for the Yalla Shabab Giants. First ball, Gaurav Pokra to Zoeb Amanat, who has certainly started proceedings with a bang. He's hit a maximum on the very first delivery, and he'll take a liking to Gaurav Pokra's very nagging sort of a pace. Enough time for him to rock back onto the back foot and just get that elevation right. Joining me in the com box is going to be Jamil Zaidi. How's that for a first ball shot from Zohair Amanat?
Cracker of the game I had, I'll tell you. And Zohair Amanat started from where he left yesterday. Absolutely brilliant. It's going to be a very good contest. Very decent score set by Braveheart 11, 91. What a batting they have done this time. Absolutely brilliant.
So good start here. And exactly the ideal type of beginning of an innings. Much better from Gaurav Pokra, and that's going to be his go-to line and length. He'll have to keep it right outside the off stump in that corridor of uncertainty, and with that ball doing a little bit something with all that moisture and the dew present skidding on the surface, that deviation will do the rest and will keep the batters quiet. Otherwise, erring in line and length, Zoeb Amanat is very strong on the offside, and he'll dispatch you before you know it. Good effort in the field. They're looking to throw themselves around. It's only going to be a single.
Braveheart really broke the heart of runs challengers in the earlier match. Created first upset of this tournament. From nowhere they came and win the match in style.
Oh yes, absolutely. And I wouldn't agree to that fact that you said from nowhere they came. They were certainly looking very comfortable in that run chase. Runs at the right time, runs at the right junctures. They've made a good showing for themselves in this tournament. Oh, this is a leading edge. Bowler interested. Gaurav Pokra picks one wicket up. This is 1 point to Bravehearts 11. They've certainly started things off for themselves as well. If the first ball was 6, Gaurav Pokra has managed to strike first blood as well.
Big bad luck from Yassin Ulwab. He didn't pick up properly actually. He just wanted to stay and play on to the mid wicket and got out for a cotton ball chance to Pokra. What a wicket. What an important wicket it is.
Gaurav Pokra has picked one for his team at the moment. 7 for 1. Mufaddal Panyariwala walks in. Works away towards the onside. There is a fielder located there. captain Haja Mohammed, and that's been the difference here for Braveheart 11. They are giving it their all in the field as well. So what this does is put some added pressure on the batters, because 84 needed of 9.1 and the required run rate of 9, which means that they need to have at least a couple of good hits at the boundary. Whether a 6 or a 4, that's immaterial, but they need to have a couple of boundaries in every over. And if the fielding is tight, if the field has been set up in a proper manner, things will get very, very suffocating for the batters out there in the middle. Packed offside field at the moment. Mid-off is up in the circle. Oh, this one is edged. A lot of shout, lot of screams. Certainly heard a noise over there. Umpire, Hari, usually a very, very vigilant umpire, so he's not going to be giving that now any sort of response to that appeal. End of the first over. A very good one for both the sides. 7 for 1 YSG. Mahmood now with the ball in hand. So against the left-hander, you would want to have the off-spinners target and create a positive matchup.
Packed offside field, I mean.
More than the packed offside field, it's a very rock-solid offside field at the moment, not letting anything go by. Oh, but then if the offside is packed, they'll certainly look to target the onside. Zoeb Amanat is good anywhere around the ground. Good strike here, 6 runs.
That was a bad delivery. Short of the lane, down the leg side, and nicely hit by Zohair Amanat, who is in sparkling form since yesterday's superb knock he has played. And today he has to play similar innings if they are going to win this match.
Certainly a statement innings from Zoeb Amanat is needed. If he manages to keep striking like this for the next couple of overs, things will look easier for Yalla Shabab Giants. Just like that. This time it's more higher, it's more longer, and it's a mighty 6. Needed 2 grounds for this ball to be hit for a 6, and at the moment Mahmood is under the pump.
And once again, it's a mighty hit from Zohair Amanat. Just short of the length, slightly short of how perfect timing was there. Hit so powerful. Went to the second over from the outside the off stump. Picked nicely over to the mid-wicket boundary. 2 successive maximums.
All of a sudden this over turning out to be quite ordinary, and the required run rate coming down as well.
Good bowling from Mahmood. This good comeback, but his comeback should be come back again like that. Couple of more good deliveries.
Oh, big shout by Amira. Says nothing doing. She's vigilant as well.
Very good decision, and absolutely it is a perfect experience for Mira to supervise this D10 series.
Punched off the back foot, looking for the quick single. A rare misfield from Braveheart 11. who have otherwise looked to be on top of their game. End of the over, as many as 14 runs have come from this Mahmood over. It's 21 for 1 after 2. YSG. End of mandatory power play fielding restrictions, and now immediately you see long on and long off being kept at the boundaries, and so is the deep square leg. Once again looking to have a good swing at it.
Actually, the batter is standing and flashing outside the offer stump. If they move slightly towards the middle, they can middle the ball. But every batter has got own style to do.
In the air, straight into the hands of backward point. He's going to be in trouble. But Zoeb Amanat, realizing that he was halfway down the pitch and was about to be sold down the river, what he does is he immediately turns back and heads back. That fraction of a second by the fielder taken to return the ball is going to be the cause of his stay at the crease at the moment. Living dangerously, Zoeb Amanat.
Brilliant work done by the fielder.
Very happy to just swivel and hit a maximum towards the leg side, but this time around just hurried on to the batter. Sohail Ahmed has been bowling really well. Look at that, 3 dot balls already, and now the batter might be thinking, what do I do from here? It's Mufaddal Panyariwala on strike at the moment. Once again, that backward point fielder in action. He's been kept busy.
Absolute brilliant fielding, I mean. And all credit to the bowlers, bowling according to the field set by the skipper.
This over will do wonders at the moment for Bravehearts 11, because 4 dot balls, in order for them to stay well within reach, they would have to hit 2 maximums now in the remaining 2. Oh, catch it was the call. And what is going to happen, he's going to get a boundary to his name. So 4 runs here finally of this Sohail Ahmed over. Still plenty of work remaining in this over for Mufaddal Panyariwala.
Right thing to do, over the top. There's a big gap between cover and cover point. And he created that one for the first boundary.
Point fielder a little askew at the moment, and he just needs to be in that exact backward point or point. He needs to make up his mind at the moment of where he's supposed to be standing, and that previous chance certainly went flying in that gap, but then the fielder was a little behind square. In the air, and there is a long off in place, but he's only going to be a spectator. It's a good 6 from the bat of Mufaddal Panyariwala, managing to get a 4 and a 6 in the last 2 deliveries, getting 10 runs in total.
4 deliveries, definitely put the pressure, and he just take the pressure off by hitting that boundary, and this time toward the long off for the maximum. A good over for Yalla Shabab.
Captain Haja Mohammad Hussain.
What a brilliant spell he has in the earlier match. 2 overs and just 12 runs.
Well, he's a skiddy customer. He looks to bowl the correct line and length, and that's what he banks upon. Oh, this is a good strike. And Sohail Ahmed will only just manage to keep it down to a bare minimum 2.
Good fielding by the fielder at the deep extra cover.
Zohaib Amanatan, he's been that sort of a player who looks to get off to a flying start and then just keeps the tempo going upwards and onwards. Last game he played a long innings of 88 and that was uncharacteristic of him, but he was certainly looking in the zone on that night.
Well, they're still carrying on the same spirit and the same maximum hitting from him so far.
Works away towards deep mid wicket. Looked to stake the second one, but has been advised not to by Mufaddal. So decent runs, 3 in as a matter of fact in the first 2. So 34 for 1 is what YSG find themselves on. Oh, it's in the air. Catch it is the call. Oh, he's just going to spill it. And distraught is the fielder. At backward point, he certainly had a little bit of a chance there. Just making a mess of it at the moment.
Couldn't be taken easily. I think it went back a bit. But because of, I think, that you can popped out of the hands. Could have been easily taken.
Yeah, absolutely dangerous the way he managed to, just try and go for the attempt. In the whole process, if he would have hit his head on the ground, things would have started looking very, very serious. Have a look at that. He's still on the ground. He hit his back of the head on the ground.
order restored. They certainly wanted to have a little bit of a concussion check for that fielder who had hit his head on the ground while looking to take that catch. A missed opportunity goes down for Haja Mohammad Hussain. Works away towards the onside, looks to take a quick single, but then realizing that the fielder was far away towards the square leg boundary.
Good cricket. 2 double and the single.
So 6 runs already of this over and a couple of balls remaining, and the right person is on strike, Zoeb Amanat. So if he can manage to get a boundary, this over also will be quite successful and in on par. Just like that, this one's high. A fielder interested will not be able to take it. Sohail Ahmed, not too tall, not as tall, and it's going to be a 6.
He is absolutely smashing every ball which he's getting in near his bat. This time over to the long off by Zoeb Amanat. 6 more to the total.
And rightly so. He's targeting the boundary ropes, and what he's doing right away here is that he's looking to get elevation, and with the elevation and a little bit of power that he has from the bat, he can certainly look to clear the fence on most occasions. Ending the over with a single. As many as 13 runs have come from this Haja Mohammad Hussain over, and he wouldn't be pleased about his performance. 4 overs gone, 44 for 1 YSG. NKS has been introduced into the attack, and more often than not you'll find him operating those middle overs. Just an over early at the moment.
Well, a good thing is that, the runs are coming. That's more important for Yalla Shabab, to get maximum runs in each over. Drifted down toward the short square leg boundary. Managed to get the single.
They need a quiet over now, and Nishad will have to adapt immediately, and he has to be the one to provide Bravehearts 11 that quiet over. Looks to cut straight into the hands of the fielder, and this is where things look very, very dicey for Bravehearts 11. That fielding unit does seem to be a tad bit slow. They're a good unit, but they still seem a little bit slow to get the ball back to the stump so that a run out can be effected. It's a game of margins here, and if you're tardy in even one department, the game can get out of hand. 48 for 1 with 4 deliveries to go, legals. Looks to cut. There is a fielder out there, so another single being added to it.
That's very, very nice batting by these two professionals, Zoeb Amanat and Panyariwala.
This time towards long on.
Good going. It's almost comes halfway through.
Pitched it up. And that's been the difference between a premier side and an intermediate side. The fielding and how quick you can take on the batters who are running between the wickets. And at the same time, the same goes for the batters as well. End of the over. 5 gone. As we come to the end of the Nishad over with a dot. 51 for 1 YSG.
Sohail Ahmed comes into the attack. The only way that Bravehearts 11 can win this game is by getting the back of the man who is at the non-striker's end, Zohaib Amanat. This is going to be interesting because as a Yalla Shabab, you just don't want to win this game. You want to crush Bravehearts 11. You want to stamp authority. And that's not going to be by winning this game in the final over. Big shot. This is travelling and travelling well. Panyariwala is a great striker of the cricket ball and it's gone for a maximum.
It's complementing each other. Panyariwala goes big and losing the control, losing the grip from this game, and they're almost men in yellow. They won't be making into this round 2 if they don't get these two batters out quickly. The damage has been done. Plenty of misfields, catches were put down.
Big shot on the leg side. It's the all-important floating power play. And they're looking to make things happen right now. They wanted to stamp authority and this is their style.
And no cutters at all. Just providing that pace, and they need something miracle here. And what are the ways to send batsmen back to the dugout, Pranav?
Break their face? Not really. You need to get their wicket. And that can only happen with the moment of brilliance. You need to be extraordinary in the field. You can't. And one team that will be watching this competition very closely is Renaissance Challengers. Full toss. They're going to be going for a quick single.
This is a major difference between Premier and Intermediate. The crucial situations, they were not able to hold on to it. Those chances were put down. Especially just a couple of overs ago at point, Imran was the fielder.
I think that is the place they lost the game. They're still in the equation. 26 deliveries, 29 to win. But if you ask me, it's mere formalities. Change of field. Long on and deep mid wicket in the equation for Zohaib Amanat. Have to be the cutter. Has to be the cutter. It is the cutter. So smart bowling from Sohail Ahmed, but learning it a little too late.
60 runs between these two. What a partnership.
This is the wicket they are looking for, because if they can get this wicket, they can make a match out of this. Struck straight down the ground. It's going to be just a single. So an expensive over from Sohail Ahmed comes to an end. 12 runs from it. 28 required of 24 deliveries with 9 wickets in hand. Yalla Shabab Giants are certain favourites here. Nishat continues from the Oman D10, and it's hit like a trace of bullet through the cover region. Two fielders and piercing the gap. One inside the circle, one on the boundary. Neither able to make an impact. Zoeb Amanat is a strong lad.
What a hit, Pranav. An entertaining knock. He always provides that entertainment, whether it's D50, D20 or D10. Loves to play those shots all around the ground.
Run a ball. Lets this one go, but don't think this is going to be adjudged as wide. "24 of 22 deliveries. They need the wicket." Big shot on the leg side. This ball is going a mile. It's just not looking to come back at the moment. Lucky that Amin Wagle was not doing the presentation there, because he's going to be visiting the presentation ceremony in moments from now.
Yalla Shabab Giants riding high on this opener. In every game he came out, he got those runs at will. 44 of 21, inching closer to personal milestone.
Indicated as wide from umpire. Hurry. Will be required to reload. Flighted, cut well. It's only going to be a single. It's an opportunity for Panyariwala as well. 16 required. Can he get a lot of runs? Can he get close to 40? Big shot. It's gone high up in the air. Fielder might be interested. Fielder will take it, but just outside the boundary line. Not very happy is Nishad at the moment. This is disappointing fielding from a side that is looking to get to the next round.
What else would have done there, Pranav? He did all the hard work, but it was a good shot by the stylish left-handed batter. Panyarwala moves to 34 with that single, but plenty of runs. Inching closer to that 91 is Yalla Shabab, 82 for the loss of one.
It's a move of desperation. The leg spinner brought into the attack, half tracker, and there was 6 written all over it. It just had to be dispatched. 40 is what we are talking about. 40 is achieved for Panyariwala.
And straight away he said to Zoeb, we need just 3 more runs. I'll take a single and you get a maximum and get your personal milestone. This is how you work together. This is how you complement each other. At the right time, Panyarwala getting those runs, getting back in form. The boy came all the way from Kenya, if I'm not wrong.
Not sure where he came from, but
this is what we discussed in D20, I believe. We got a message from his well-wisher. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Showing some great team spirit as well as showing that he's a team man.
Almost certain that Bravehearts 11 are going to be going down in this game, but in my book, in my heart, they are true champions. In the air, slogged, and it's going to be taken on the bounce in the deep. would want to get a maximum here. Zoeb Amanat. Once again, in the similar fashion, similar plays. It's only going to be a dot ball. Where is the maximum?
He got plenty of them, but finding it hard to get the last one to go beyond that 50. Couple of runs needed.
This has gone high up in the air. Fielder, the same fielder on this occasion, directly into his hands. Zoeb Amanat not able to conclude the game, not able to get to his milestone. He will walk back to the dugout. 45 for him in 25 deliveries. But what a knock. He's almost done it over for Yalla Shabab Giants.
Not thinking a lot ahead. He'll get all those runs. All of a sudden, he was looking at that milestone. Nothing wrong in it, but just not able to clear that fielder at square leg. Wonderful knock. Game-changing knock from Zoeb Amanat. 45 of 25, 89 for the loss of 2.
He'll go to the next over, a dot ball to wind that over. That means that 2 runs still required of 12 deliveries. And Paniariwala will have an opportunity to seize the deal. Five fielders inside the circle. What an incredible strike just over mid-off. That is the fielder that was pulled in. I think it is going to be indicated as a boundary from Empire Hari. And what that means is that Yalla Shabab Giants have sealed the deal. But in my opinion, Mudiba, Bravehearts 11 have certainly won hearts here.
Oh, absolutely. The way they performed for the first time, they participated in D series. They qualified by being in the top 6 in intermediate level. They came close to defeat Muscat Thunderers. They defeated Renaissance Challengers. But against Yalla Shabab, I think the last 3 overs in the first inning, they were not able to get plenty of runs. But rightly said, they have won the hearts of everyone here. Whoever followed this tournament, whoever followed the matches of Men in Yellow, Braveheart 11, putting up a brave show. And hopefully next season they'll come back more stronger and they will work on their weaknesses. But Yalla Shabab yet again showing their dominance here. Zoeb Amanat 45 of 25 balls. Matching his senior partner is Mufaddal Panirawala, but bettering that in just 22 balls. A duck for Hassan al-Wahab, a rare sight for that. Rishabh came in, just watched, played 1 ball and 3 extras in the end. Yalla Shabab Giants winning this game by 8 wickets. That's the end of road for Men in Yellow in this tournament. 6 bowlers used by the captain, Gaurav Pokra, who bowled quite well, and surprisingly he was not used to bowl that floating power play over. Instead it was Sohail Ahmed who gone for plenty of runs. A wicket for Vivekanathan Sebasan.
It all started in a great fashion. Gaurav Pokhara got an immediate wicket of Hasnain ul Wahab, who was looking to make an impact, and all of a sudden the men in yellow were animated. Zohaib Amanat came good and came really good, and he was striking boundaries and maximums at will. That's the kind of a player Zohaib Amanat is. Haja was looking to take things into account but just not working in his favour, and that's where Zohaib Amanat with Panyariwala was striking and striking boundaries at will, and that is the reason Bravehearts 11 just couldn't take the equation in their favour. One shot too many for Zohaib Amanat as he departed back to the dugout, but Panyariwala held his cool and just a timely boundary to make sure that he wrapped up that match in favour of Yalla Shabab Giants, the champion that they are. So that's the match summary. Bravehearts 11 batting first, putting on a daunting 90 for the loss of 7 in the allocated 10 overs. Arvind Romesh batted really well for his 24 of 15. Sohail Ahmed did get 17 of 11 as well. 2 wickets for Khalik, he was the pick of the bowlers. Shakil Umar was pretty decent as well. 1 wicket and 5 runs for him. But changing that daunting 90, Yalla Shabab Giants, the champion side that they are, chased it down with 11 balls to spare and 8 wickets in hand, and that is where Panyariwala's 45 and 45 of Zohaib Amanat came to the party. We will end it here in the com box, but on the other side of the break, it's going to be the post-match presentation with Amin Wagle.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is. timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Catch the way. Yes, it is.
The group stage is here. It was a nail-biter of a finish as far as the points table was concerned. Yalla Shabab Giants taking on Bravehearts 11, who were looking to cause an upset and shake things up in that points table. However, it was the class and the persistence as well as some excellent stroke making that saw Yalla Shabab Giants get to the other side of the finish line. Batting first, Yalla Shabab Giants, or rather Bravehearts 11, batting first. They scored 90 for the loss of 7 wickets in the allotted 10 overs. And on the other hand, when they came out to chase, it was fireworks from the bat of Zoeb Amanat straight up at the top order. But along with him stayed a very cool, calm, composed, and at the same time a very quick fire sort of an innings from Mufaddal Panyariwala, I beg your pardon, and he scored somewhere around 45 in 21 deliveries, and that's going to earn him the player of the match for tonight. Madam Meera in the presentation party, and she'll hand over the medallion to Mufaddal Panyariwala. मुफद्दल सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद. फिर आपने एक बहुत अहम पारी खेली है. जोएब के साथ आपकी जो पार्टनरशिप जो बनी थी उसके बारे में कुछ बताएं, क्योंकि पहला विकेट बहुत जल्दी गिर गया था. उसके बाद आपको कुछ लग रहा था कि शायद हमको यहाँ पे एक लंबी पारी और लंबी पार्टनरशिप करनी पड़ेगी.
एक्चुअली हसनैन भाई का विकेट बहुत जल्दी हम गिर गया था, इसलिए उसके बाद फिर मैंने और जोएब भाई ने बात करके ऐसा डिसाइड किया कि रुकने नहीं चाहिए रन्स, अपने स्लोट का होगा तो हमको चार्ज करना पड़ेगा, इसलिए दोनों जगह से चार्ज किया और जोहेब भाई ने बहुत हेल्प करी.
ओके, यहाँ पे ब्रेवहार्ट्स 11 कुछ अलग करने की कोशिश कर रही थी, क्योंकि उन्होंने ऑलरेडी रेनाइसेंस चैलेंजर्स को आज पहले एक गेम में हरा दिया था, और फिर उसके पहले मस्कट थंडरर्स को भी उन्होंने उन लोगों ने टाई तक लेकर गए थे. बट फिर इसके बाद जब आप बैटिंग करने को आते हैं और आपको एक टारगेट मिलता है, तो किस तरीके से आप अपना इनिंग्स पेस करते हैं, क्योंकि प्रेशर तो ज़रूर होगा, क्योंकि अगर यहाँ पे मैच अगर हार जाते तो शायद टीम भी बाहर हो सकती है.
ऐसा कुछ था नहीं प्रेशर जितना, बिकॉज हमको पता था कि ये मैच हमारे लिए इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, इसलिए हम चेस करने निकले और इंटेंट पॉजिटिव ही रखना था हमको, इसलिए हम पॉजिटिव इंटेंट के साथ ही बैटिंग करने आए थे.
काफ़ी छोटे फ्रेम के आप लग रहे हैं, बट लंबे लंबे छक्के जो मार रहे हैं यहाँ पर जोएब, ताकत कहाँ से आती है?
ताकत तो प्रैक्टिस करके ही आती है सर, हम पावर हिटिंग की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं इसलिए थोड़ा.
Okay, मैं इस पे मजाक कर रहा हूँ. Once again, congratulations and hope you do well for the rest of the tournament. That's all we have from the presentation. We are done and dusted with the group stage, but then certainly do stay tuned. We've got the knockout matches coming up tomorrow. For now, it's good night from us here at the ground.
He has timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Catch the way. Yes, it is.